Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption: Donald Trump hails the prospect of a new nuclear pact. U.S. President Donald Trump has said he wants a new nuclear pact to be signed by both Russia and China. Mr. Trump said he had spoken to the two countries about the idea, and that they were both very excited. His comments came after the U.S. withdrew from a key nuclear treaty with Russia, raising fears of a new arms race. The Cold War-era Intermediate-Range Nuclear Forces (INF) treaty banned missiles with ranges of 500 to 5,500 kilometers, 310 to 3,400 miles. The U.S. withdrawal on Friday followed accusations by Washington that Russia had violated the pact by deploying a new type of cruise missile. Moscow has denied this, responding to questions about how he would avoid a nuclear arms race following the INF treaty's demise. Mr. Trump said his administration had been speaking to Russia about a pact for nuclear, so that they get rid of some. We get rid of some. We'd certainly have to include China at some point, he added. Mr. Trump said such a treaty would be a great thing for the world, and that he believed it would happen. China was very excited about talking about it, and so was Russia. So I think we'll have a deal at some point, he told reporters. In an earlier statement, Russia's foreign ministry said the U.S. decision to withdraw was a grave mistake. It also accused America of violating the treaty by deploying Mk-41 launchers in Europe, capable of firing intermediate-range cruise missiles. It called on the U.S. to denounce the deployment of such missiles. Otherwise, all the responsibility for escalating tensions across the world will rest with Washington. Why did the U.S. pull out? The U.S. has accused Russia of violating the deal by deploying a number of 9 M729 missiles, known to NATO as SSC-8. This accusation was then put to Washington's NATO allies, which will back the U.S. claim this year. Russia is solely responsible for the treaty's demise, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said in a statement on Friday. With the full support of our NATO allies, the United States has determined Russia to be in material breach of the treaty, and has subsequently suspended our obligations under the treaty, he added. Image copyright Reuters. Image caption: Russia's new 9M729 missile worries the U.S. and its allies. In February, Mr. Trump set a 2 August deadline for the U.S. to withdraw if Russia did not comply with U.S. and NATO demands. Russian President Vladimir Putin suspended his country's own obligations to the treaty shortly afterwards. Why has the withdrawal sparked concern? NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg said the transatlantic alliance would respond in a measured and responsible way to the significant risks posed by the Russian 9M729 missile to Allied security. But, he added, NATO does not want a new arms race, and he confirmed there were no plans for the alliance to deploy land-based nuclear missiles of its own in Europe. Last month, he told the BBC that the Russian missiles were nuclear-capable, mobile, very hard to detect, and could reach European cities within minutes. This is serious, he added. The INF treaty has been a cornerstone in arms control for decades, and now we see the demise of the treaty. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has warned that an invaluable brake on nuclear war is being lost. This will likely heighten, not reduce, the threat posed by ballistic missiles, he said, urging all parties to seek agreement on a new common path for international arms control. Media playback is unsupported on your device. Media caption: should we be concerned about an impending nuclear conflict? Analysts feared that the collapse of the historic agreement could lead to a new arms race between the US, Russia and China. Now that the treaty is over, we will see the development and deployment of new weapons, Pavel Fagenhauer, a Russian military analyst, told AFP news agency. Russia is already ready. What was the INF treaty? Image copyright AFP. Image caption Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev and US President Ronald Reagan signed the treaty in 1987. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to Tom Snout. Have a nice day.